The book kind of just stayed, it stuck to me. It was inside my head every day. I was thinking about it so much.
Is this a manly shape I'm making?
They're gonna do things for you.
I don't know that college is really the best thing for you. A year with us may be a much better use of your time.
Boy Erased is based on a memoir by Garrard Conley. He was viciously outed as gay to his parents. He was living in Arkansas. His dad was a Baptist minister. And they, in the wake of that news, believing that his sexuality was sinful and that it was a choice, sent him to a conversion therapy facility. I thought it was a very important story. I felt very emotionally moved by it. But I had come out of the book with this sort of so many feelings of shock, and I was inflamed by the injustice of what he'd been through, but I felt this empathy for this family who had kind of caused all of this drama over something that really, in my opinion, didn't need to be created. So I guess I became obsessed with the story enough that I wanted to do something about it. And I didn't think I was the right person to tell the story, for the simple fact that I didn't identify as someone of the LGBTQ community. I thought I could be behind the scenes in some way, but maybe it's not me that should make this story. But you know, the book had been on the shelves for a whole year. Nobody was sort of knocking his door down to try and turn it into a film. And this daily obsession of mine caused me to just kind of keep doing things about it. And one of those things was eventually I started writing scenes from the book into a screenplay. And it just kept going. The obsession kept dragging me along. And after a while I thought, well, okay, I think I am qualified to make this simply because I care about the story so much. It really was that when I looked at the family photo album, it was one of the first things I asked of Garrard. You know, can I see photos of that time? And it was like Nicole and Russell were staring at me. Lucas was a guy who had an energy, less so than a resemblance to the real Garrard, but an energy that reminded me of the right things, you know. And there's also this beautiful sensitivity to him and an ability as an actor to hold the screen without words. I needed somebody who could hold the screen with silence. Acting and directing is a tricky thing at the same time, because as much as I love both, I have to make the head and the gut thing work together somehow, because directing is really much more of a being an adult person. It's like you're running a household, and being an actor is like just being a kid in that household. One of the things I love as an actor is that once you're prepared enough, you also should allow yourself to just sort of free fall and just sort of like see what happens. And that moment as a director, actor happens when you've set everything up, and then you're like, oh, why aren't we shooting? And then someone goes, hey, but you haven't got your costume on yet. And you go, oh, quick, put it on, and then just walk into the frame and see what happens. And that feels like something of a free fall. It doesn't always work, but that's the way to embrace it. And the beauty of having done research, preparation, and everything that goes into planning a movie, it's like one of the most wonderful and comprehensive researches you could do for a character. The question as to how you get people to watch a movie who should watch the movie, it's a bit of a conundrum actually. If you're of a certain mind, you watch a certain news station because you watch what you identify with. I mean, it's hard to get somebody who watches CNN and say to them, right, from now on you should watch Fox News, or vice versa. And that's kind of the trick with movies as well, is yes, it's an identifier for young people, and I think that's important. It's really important for, I think, parents to watch the film if they're of a mind to make decisions for their children which could cause this kind of damage. Or if it's just, in fact, how do you conduct yourself in the wake of a child coming out in your family. Put that positive something into the world that could affect change, could create conversation, could even save a life, because suicide is very much a topic to be talked about when you talk about conversion therapy. I mean, planting ideas in a child's head that grow and harvest into very dark places. So, yeah, I'm rambling a little bit, but yeah, it's because I care.